What is going on, guys? It is Rexsi here today. We are back with another 1 versus 1 ranked duel. Today, we've got Kali through. We're going to pray that we can get this matchup I've been trying to do for a little while. I doubt, because I've played probably like 5 games where I passed all the bans. I was trying to get Kali through, and I played Susano. Because that matchup is actually really fun. And it's like a lower tier versus higher tier sort of thing, and you guys like watching that from my perspective, and it's on one of my best gods, Susano O. Anyways, before this video does start, whether we play against Kali or not doesn't matter. I'll record the Susano game because it is a donation request from Broly, so thank you, my man. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for the stream 2 days ago. I took a day off yesterday from recording just to take care of Snowball. Because he was recovering from the surgery and everything, and we did a little donation goal while he was in surgery. Just maybe I could buy him a present or something, and then surgery is expensive. But look at this. 1 second here. Where is it? We were gonna raise 250. We raised $450 in one stream. Isn't that absolutely wild? Holy crap! I'd just like to thank each and every one of you. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Nice. And we got the matchup. Yo, it's even better. But thank you all so much. You made my day, and you made his. You made a very depressing day a hell of a lot better. And I really appreciate it. But Snowball's doing better. He'll be in stream tonight. And yeah, anyways, let's get into it. Susano versus Kali. Oh, this will be fun. I've been trying to get this matchup for so freaking long. Alright, so we got my Diamond Susano, Diamond Border Susano, and like my double Diamond and Worshippers. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. Okay. So so this is going to be another how to counter video. We got some decent ping. This is my first game of the day, so hopefully it's not too bad. We do have some decent ping. Oof, I don't know if Blink is the play here, but we're going to try it for when he jumps away and stuff. Especially early game. So let's talk about Susano's downfall. He struggles really hard in this game mode because he doesn't have amazing clear. Like, it's okay, but the thing is that he can be very easily punished early game. If he does, like, the only way he has decent clear is with this build, or like maybe like the tier 1 Crusher, like Mace. That's the only way he clears really fast, but you have to, he takes so much mana, so you have to you have to choose between, mana and health. So this would be the optimal. This would be the optimal clear, right? And I'd also throw my 3 and auto-cancel between, and it would be decent clear. But the only problem with that is that not only does it use a lot of mana, especially if I was to also use the 3, but it would also... Okay, he's crazy, dude. Okay, wow. Yeah, I think he thought I was going for the red there. Yeah, he thought I was going for red. So he thought he could get a nice little heal off the wave 3 and then get away from me in time, but unfortunately my abilities did come back up because I didn't actually use my 3 in the wave there. So it was up to begin with. Oh, that did enough damage. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, with your normal start, it is difficult to, number 1, get online and not get friggin' destroyed early game. Because with your certain amount of potions, you can only get 5 potions, right? So if I choose to get 2 health potions, what they can do is, if they're an ADC or anything, they can just opt to focus you during the waves, because they have a lot more sustain than you just in potions alone, right? Like, they can afford to get poked a little bit by the wave, and when you get poked out, you don't have as much sustain, right? Like, you only got a few potions, so you're probably going to lose red, and they're going to even if they don't kill you, they will start to, eventually get ahead, like, slowly but surely. They'll get a little bit of an advantage against you, and, them being a high-tier god, it makes it even harder for you. And with this start... Let's tag that creep. Okay. And with this start, or like the start that I'm going right now, I'm actually going to stay for this XP here. I can blink away if need be. Nice. Perfect. Get ourselves level 6. So with the trans start, for example, I don't really recommend the Crusher start because it's even more of a burden early game for those first few waves in terms of sustain and stuff, because it's hard enough to get that clear. But I do have to go Transcendence. I could rush Boots first, but my damage is gonna take longer to get online, and even if I was to go, you know, Boots or Transcendence, I'm still... Oh, shit. Shoot. It's still going to be, you know, even harder because when I get behind, even a little bit, you know, like when you're building trans, it's going to be even harder. Because it's an expensive item, it takes longer to get online, and when you're behind, it's even worse. You know, it's like a snowball effect for getting behind, and it's kind of what makes Susano sort of not as good as people think. I know people always in my comments are like, they see me play Susano, and they're like, damn. I thought I could catch him off guard with my burst there. Oh, that wasn't enough. That's unfortunate. Damn, I really shouldn't have been so aggressive. I really should not have been so aggressive. He had Equable finished. I had to go for... I went for something cheeky there. I didn't have to, but I was going for something cheeky. I was gonna throw my 3, pull him, teleport to his position so that I could maybe get him to pop off his stun. Shoot, I missed that stack. I was thinking I could bait out his stun and play around it. Unfortunately, I did mess up though, but it's fine. We didn't miss red or anything, so it could have been a lot worse. Still got Bracer. He just jumped very recently though. Okay, cool. The great thing about Susano's kit in this matchup is, even with his Bracer, I kept my distance and I had Blink, so I was trying to wait out the time for his Bracer for it to not be as useful. So I just kept my distance, then kept my Blink up for, you know, after the Bracer would have worn off, like the what is it, 5 seconds? Yeah, 5 seconds for the heal, which was good. But the good thing about Susano's kit, and what makes this matchup actually somewhat fun and doable, it's like really difficult, but it is possible. Ah, oh, shoot. I did get the buff though. We gotta be really careful here though. I could throw my 3 against the wall. We can stay out of range. I am faster than him though. Okay, it's fine. He did jump as well. Gonna hide this corner for the stun. Okay, that's fine. We did miss a little bit there, because I thought he would turn him back the other direction, but it's completely fine. Yep, alright, it's perfect. And his blue is up. That is just amazing. Our ult, not so good, but it's fine. We still, you know, even though, even when things go wrong in matchups or in certain engagements, little things go wrong, you don't really want to, like, you should be thinking what you could have done better in engagements, obviously, but you also have to improvise. And, like, well, the good thing about commentary is I can talk to myself about what's going on. Oh, shit. Is I can talk about what I'm doing. Stun's down, so I can go for that. A little bit of hope. He did jump to aggress on me. I can blink, auto-cancel, pull. There we go. The reason why I auto-canceled there is just because, in case he did Bracer, he wouldn't be able to heal. He did Bracer right before, and since I pulled him, the auto attack beforehand also, like, he Bracered in time, which was, you know, good on his part. But it wasn't enough because I was able to pull him and then get the auto off before he could even pop his own ultimate off. Worked out. Awesome. But yeah, you should always be doing the best of what you have, doing the best you can with what you have, like in a situation. Like, you miss your ult, you know, it's no big deal. You gotta think about what you can do with what you have left in your kit, or what they, like, you gotta think about what they have, what they can do, you know, their strengths, their weaknesses, you know, what could possibly be the worst thing that could happen in this engagement, right? We try and get this red here while we can. With trans, you should be able to burst it down quite quickly. Nice. Alright, we do have enough for a second relic. I'd rather not fight him. We can win the fight, 110%. No doubt in my mind. He's going to be hugging this corner. I lied. Okay, I lied. To an extent. We do have more damage. There's his ultimate. Perfect. That was a bit of a risky fight on his part. Shoot. Just pop the 1 off there, throw the 3. Allow it strong auto attack, reset on the tower, a bit of extra damage. If you have your, if it's up, I mean you might as well. Okay. The blink was a risky choice in this matchup. Sprint would have also been really nice. Just basically, like I've mentioned in previous videos of countering like top tiers. Number one, I'm not saying that these gods counter them. Like, I know some people think that these videos are saying that this god counters it. Counters that one? Oh, you little bastard. And that's not what I'm getting at. Okay. Yeah, you are a little dead, my friend. Whoa. Yeah, this is definitely not the play. I'm gonna get his blue. I'm just a little pissed off, I'll be honest, that he actually got mine. That sucks. Like, he had no reason to risk that. The only reason he lived is because I messed up with my blink and stuff. He had no reason at all to survive there. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. This jump's still down. In all honesty, it's actually really worth for me to be... Yeah, he missed a bit of that wave, so that was worth all in all. We're gonna go Hydras, I think. Just for auto cancels. And get that full CDR going. Although it's technically not as worth if we have the blue buff. I'm gonna prioritize having red buff because I am ahead. So having max CDR through my build is also, you know, worth. What I was saying was, I'm not saying that these gods necessarily are complete counters to the gods I'm up against. I'm basically... In the title, I literally say how to counter them. I'm trying to give like a detailed explanation on how you could... God damn it. How, although you're up against the high tier god, it's possible to do better against them with lower tiers or certain, like, you know, not as good gods by playing a certain way, you know? It's more or less just... It's more or less kind of a guide. It's not really like my word isn't God speak. That's what some people need to understand. Although I might be one of the, like, you know, the most influential people in terms of Duel videos and the Duel meta or community. Like, it's just my opinion. The only reason why people think it's like sort of above others is because, you know, I'm a big quote unquote YouTuber, and, you know, some people for some reason think just because I say something it goes. It's what it is. Like, there's players who are better than me at this game just because I say something doesn't mean it's true. It's my opinion, if anything. You know? That's what some people need to understand, is that I am just a human. I'm just a person. Shouldn't take what I say so seriously. Oh, fuck. Okay, so we baited his jump right there. I just blinked and then pulled him. And when he's pulled, he's not able to pop any abilities or anything. I think his 2 would have been up in that engagement. That's why I was backing off a little there. I assumed he was going to jump. Okay. But yeah, what I say... what I say, like I said, isn't fact. It's just like... that's what makes me, like... Kind of makes me mad because I don't want people thinking, like, people might think I'm sort of egocentrical, or I don't know how that word, I don't know if that's the right word, like, or egotistical, I don't know. Okay, Okay, even if he does stun me here, I can outburst him. I can technically outbox him, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I felt like explaining that because I am doing sort of countering videos, and I thought I would, you know, mention that. Oh, shoot, because, I don't know, some people might think that, and I'd rather not get myself, like, sort of get a bad rep just because of one thing. And we're gonna get ourselves a beat stick here. Just for that bracer of his. Sell this to finish beat stick. Okay. We gotta continue this snowball as much as possible. Because if we are to win this, we have to continue, you know, this pace. But Susano does do exceptionally well in this matchup. I wouldn't say, obviously, he beats Kali. He does not, 100%. In my opinion, like I said, my opinion. I could blink over... I cannot, actually. I wouldn't have gone for it either way, because this red buff is up. Susano's just really good. Like, the reason I enjoy this matchup, playing it, is just because... it's fun. It's a challenge for me. Oh, shoot. You know, keeping your distance. You just keep at a range. Your 1, you can actually keep yourself out of the range of her 3. Until she starts building things like Hasten Katana, and her movement speed makes it a little more difficult for you to keep your distance with your 2 and 1. Mostly all your abilities are out of range of her her stun. But you can sort of back up, pop the 1. If you are able to pop it off as she's running towards you, you can still run in another direction and still manage to hit them with that. And then you can, for example, you get auto and then, you know, dash. You can do a ton of cool things in this matchup is what makes it fun. Like, you can pop your 3 on them, like I did earlier, and then pull them, teleport towards them. You can... well, thought maybe I could catch him there. Fortunately, he was out of range. He knew a number of things. What I was saying about relics, though, a little earlier, was you can choose either sprint or blink, but you do need to get nothing but sort of offensive relics, or more situational ones. Thorns is obviously one of those. It's kind of necessary no matter what in physical matchups, for the most part, just because it's just so good. Okay. But yeah, sprint also works. It's just maintaining your distance. I built either one. I just thought blink maybe would be a little more reliable. Comes up a little more often. Actually, no, it did get nerfed. Never mind, what am I saying? Alright. Anyway, so we're going to go over the builds very quickly. Thanks, my mans. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun matchup. I finally got this video, man. I've been trying to get this for the longest time. Alright, yeah, I lost a bunch of TP as well. We're down to like freaking 40. Do a bit of it's almost the end of the season anyway. I might go for GM next split. So if we are to discuss builds and what I could have built, or he could have built, I guess we'll go over it. I'm not sure. The only problem about this is that I'm not entirely certain what Kali should be building, because Kali is in a very awkward spot right now as in terms of builds. Like, fun fact, she actually has to kind of be built ability based right now. Meaning, if I were her, I would have went Transcendence first item. And I'm not sure if Mage's busing is actually as good as attackers as Kali. It might be okay. It would help with her clear, but I think overall attackers would be better. Attackers, tier 1 trans, like, and then Warrior Tabby, and then breastplate. You could even go double defense. Honestly, you are a Kali, you can get away with pretty much anything. Nemean does actually work quite well against Susano, just because he has to auto attack reset so much with his 3. I've lost specific matchups against other assassins just because they had a Nemean, and even though I had it, it isn't necessary for them to auto attack cancel as much because, you know, they're assassins. Like I was up against the Thor, for example, and ended up losing late game. I destroyed the early game, but I lost late game because I was, you know, auto attacking so much, even with Crusher. because the extra attack speed he had it as well, but because I was auto-attacking so much more, because of the reset off the 3, I was taking more damage than he was, and overall I ended up losing because of it. So yeah, Nemean is also an option here, you can go either one. But you will have max CDR if you go Mage's Blessing, Transcendence, and then cooldown play, but I don't recommend it. I recommend attackers, and then maybe getting your blue, for example. Devgaunt's definitely not the play. No. If I was him, I would have gone Transcendence. Like the thing that people don't understand is, when you're going ability base, it allows for you not only to ult so much more, but you can focus so much more on your 3-2 combo. It's absolutely ridiculous, the amount of damage that you will do. Especially against the Susano, where it's so hard to lock him down. It's definitely way more worth to be popping your 3, and then, you know, autoing a few times, getting your 2 off, and you have your jump to catch him, or whatnot. You could even go Blink, for example. But having that CDR to, like, continue to jump away or stun him, or just like, as much as possible, right? It's so much better. So much better. And just in general, it's so much better to go ability-based Kali this season. Like, overall, like, in Kali mirrors, you have to go ability-based Kali or you lose. You 100% lose. Like, I played them a bunch this season. You will lose 110% if you don't go ability-based Kali. So right here, I probably would have went... You could go... I think a Hasten Katana is kind of necessary in this matchup if he's going to keep up with you. Or the Kali's going to keep up with the Susano. Because if you catch him off guard once, like, he goes to engage on you, he pops his 3, uses his 1 on you, and the only form of peel he has is, for example, like his ultimate, until his cooldowns come back up. You have a Hasten Katana, you ult, you're knock-up immune, boom. The Susano just dies. He just literally dies. Bracer definitely wasn't the play. I would have gone, like, Blink and Thorns, I think, would have been the better decision, just because, you know, it's another form of engaging. Bracer's not as good because I can just, you know, go beat stick eventually, so the healing just is pretty much useless. Sprint's okay. I don't think it's necessary, though, when you can get a hastened for it, like I said. Maybe finish it off with, like, a Titan's Bane, and then switch out. Maybe get a Kins in there, I think would also work. I was going to finish off my build with a Titan's Bane. You could also switch out Hydras for a Crusher, and then pick up the blue buff. If you are behind, that is more damage. You can auto-attack reset faster off 3. Little things like that. You could also go another Nemean, but I don't recommend it. This sort of build against the Kali is... What you're focusing on is keeping your distance and then blinking away, or, like, you know, bursting as fast as possible and then peeling like that. Like, it's just peel and poke. That's what this build is, pretty much. So a Nemean, I don't think is as worth, just because even if you have more defense, you're not going to have as much DPS, and your focus is, you know, keeping your distance, so it doesn't really make sense to have another defense item. This is just for the CDR and a bit of protections, considering, like, you know, he's just going to go with Titan's Bane and stuff. It's not going to really do anything for you. Yeah, it'll reflect damage, but he has an ultimate that immunes himself from damage, so, you know, focusing on burst and all that is definitely the better play, but you can either switch out Hydras for Crusher, or I think Crusher is the only other option that I would put here. Beat Stick, I don't even think you have to change, even if he doesn't have Bracer, it's really good for his ultimate. But yeah, sorry, I was going into a bit of a detailed explanation. I've just been so excited to play this matchup for a very long time. I thought I would go over it in depth as much as I could, just to explain it to people who are looking to play gods like Susano or want to know more about gods like Kali and Duel. Unfortunately, Susano isn't that great overall. You're going to find out if you try and play him. Although some people might be like, oh my god, Susano is so OP. You don't even know Mr. Susano main, who's played this god a ridiculous amount. You don't even know, because I got shit on by a Susano one time, and I don't understand its full capability, so he's OP. But yeah, to those people I just say, you know what, how about you play him in Duel and Masters, and you tell me where, and you show me your 20-0 stats. Okay, alright. Anyway, sorry, I just thought I would go over that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did learn something, or if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. It would mean a lot. We're just about to hit 50k today. Anyways, yeah, I hope you all have a great day. I'll be streaming today. Come hang out. Anyways, I will see you next time, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.